And welcome back to the Director of Football Journeyman with Cerro Porrento in Football Manager 2020. We are at the final 2 games of the season in Paraguay. As you'll have seen in the last episode, we did get the sack from Colo-Colo, but that was to be expected. They are... actually haven't checked to see how they're getting on, but I'd be interested to see if they're still sitting in third or if they've dropped down. As you can see, we have dropped to third in the league because of Sol de America having a bit of a good run recently. We are guaranteed, however, a couple of Libertadores, which is delightful. Where was it? We also got our... Where is it? Qualified for Copa Libertadores, which is... We're in Copa Libertadores for next season. And the budgets are set. We have 130k wage budget and 4.67 million transfer budget. It'll be interesting to see what our Director of Football does with that. Speaking of, we have a Director of Football. It is Anibal Villabala, who is a 64-year-old who had never had a job before. So as you can see, not great. He's really adaptable, just not great at negotiating or judging players' potential or ability, which is fantastic. Exactly what you want. Since you were here last, which was in the... What game did we play? Oh, I don't remember. Nacional Paraguay, Nacional, which we drew. We then went and beat Independiente Paraguay 2-1. Florentine, our centre-back, scored, and Casillas scored an absolute beauty of a goal. Then against General Diaz, beat them 3-0. They're struggling. They're fighting for fighting to survive relegation. Santiago Casillas played and scored again. Amarilla scored, who was playing at centre-back for this game. And Yegros, our left winger, scored. Then against our rivals in the league, Merani, we drew 1-0. They scored in the 76th minute, and then we scored in the 78th. And that was pretty much all that happened in the game. There was maybe 5 highlights. It was a very boring game. I was disappointed I had to watch it. We do have Sol de America and 3 de Febrero to play today, and then we have a random friendly thrown in at the end of the season. I don't know why we have a friendly here on the 1st of January, but we have some other friendlies in January as well. So unless the league starts in January, so there's literally like no time off for the players. Interesting. Yeah, we have friendlies against River Plate and River Plate Paraguay and Deportivo Capacata. So for the Sol de America game today, this is how we're laying up. We have Kikeres in goal. Centurion is after moving to a right back because Bulo is terrible. He is so very, very bad. Gustavo Perez is going to play at left back with Amarilla and Florentin in central defence. Candia and Gomez playing as our central midfielders. One of my new favourite players, Casillas, he's fantastic. And Yegros as our wide men. Franco Perez and Chan starting up front. Franco Perez is going to be our false 9 today. Because one thing I've noticed is our players can either do advanced forward or false 9. And that's pretty much everything they have. It's one or the other, and I don't like it, then I'll have to play 1 up top, and we don't really have players to do anything other than 2 up top. We have a plethora of strikers, and that's about it. We have very few of anything else other than strikers. If we could play more than 1 goalkeeper, we'd be fine, because we have about 7 goalkeepers, maybe 8. We have 3 in the first team. I think we have 1 in the reserves, and then 4 in our under 21s or whatever the U team is. Yegros, nice save with the keeper. One thing I've noticed in my time in Paraguay, which hasn't been all that long, fans don't seem to come to games. Big stadiums, no fans. Chan whips the ball out to Casillas. Perez with the cross gets caught and gets back, but they manage to clear it. sort of. Yegaros, Tbilisi, and Highlights. Okay. But yeah, the stadiums are all like 30,000 plus, but then only like 7,000 show up to the game at most. Perez leaves the ball behind him. Candia, that was a terrible goal for the keeper to concede, but I will take it. So that is a happy day for us. The keeper really did not cover himself in glory with this one. Candia kind of half scuffed a shot. Keeper dives, but somehow doesn't get a hand to it. Initially, Candia wasn't even starting this game, so I'm glad I put him in. I had Jimenez. I think it was Jimenez I was going to play instead of him, and I decided, you know what, I'll play Candia instead as a Mazzella, even though according to my assistant manager, can't do it. It's just, he can't do it, not at all. Like, he's just terrible. Solde Marca with the corner, it is caught by our keeper. Not too much to worry about there. We are almost 20 minutes into the game. We're going to demand more. So that's, apart from that one goal we scored, we've been relatively wasteful. But then again, in saying that, not a single shot has been off target yet. They've had one clear-cut chance to our half chance, but we have the goal, which is all that matters. And Casillas with another goal. He's scoring them quite frequently now, which is quite nice. Some of his goals have been absolute worldies. Yeah, he has scored some peaches. That was probably his easiest goal to score. We have missed two shots off target now, which, you know, kind of ruins the whole every shot that's been taken is on target that we were able to say. But that was terrible defending. Ivan Torres with his 21st of the season. Well done. 21 goals in 43 games. In Paraguay, they play so many games. It's insane. This is just shocking defending. Amarilla just kicked it back at him. Well, he didn't kick him. Just like rolled it back to him. That's an interesting decision to make. I'm going to say I'm not happy. Cesar Gomez, you are having a terrible game. You're the worst player on the pitch, just. Yegaros isn't having... Oh, no, he's not. Oh, no, he's not. Centurion, you're having a mare. We don't have a right back on the bench. So, enjoy playing the full 90 minutes, my friend. Just please don't make any more mistakes, and we'll be fine. It is literally, like, we've missed 3 shots. 3 shots been off target. Every one of their shots has been on target. That's a crazy stat. Centurion come up to 6.3. Everything's fine, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about here. A bit of creativity. Gomez with the corner. Gets cleared, but Chan picks it up. I feel like, I'm thinking now Chan might be one of those impact sub players, because he came on in a game and did really well, but he doesn't seem to be able to do it from the start. We're going to make a change now. Chan is going to come off for Gauto. Gomez is going to come off for Jimenez, but Jimenez is going to be an advanced playmaker because he's good at that. Centurion, do I have anybody? No, Garcia wants to be right back. Could put Florentin there. I'll put Gomez or Garcia there. And I know Florentin can't really do it. It's fine. I know you're a DM, so I'm just gonna, yeah, that's fine. Triple substitution, 72nd minute. We're 2-1 up. Perez. That was, I don't know what he was aiming at there, but okay. Little change. What I might do is actually, what does, I think Garcia is a ball winning midfielder. What I might do is just swap you around. So Candia play at centre back because he's good there. Because we have Jimenez playing as an advanced playmaker, bring Garcia in to be a ball-winning midfielder, just to, you know, break up play a little bit, hard tackling, gets the job done. We are up to second in the league, which is quite important because second in the league is the group stage of the Copa Libertadores, whereas third place is qualifying round, and we don't want to have to go through the qualifying round. We just want to go straight into the, you know, the meat and potatoes of the Copa Libertadores. Get straight in. Do the business. Candia, man of the match. Get in. Happy days. The Paraguay boss was spotted at the game, and that's fine. We have one game left in this season against 3-day Fabricio, who I think, most of this stopped working. We're up to 8th now, so they've done quite well. Relegation is still possible for 3 teams. That's going to be an interesting final day for them. General Diaz, Independiente, Paraguay, and Deportivo Capitia all could get relegated yet. All fairly similar goal differences, which is interesting. So we will be back in just a second for that game. So don't go anywhere. We get to find out if we finish second or if we are going to finish in third. Right, fellas, back now for the final game of the season. And after saying that 3 teams could still get relegated, Deportivo Capitia came along and got a draw in their 43rd game of the league season. So they are now safe. It is Independiente Paraguay and General Diaz duking it out for survival. And the top 8 is all guaranteed. So it's just been one of those seasons, I guess. We need to win this game to, I think a draw is sufficient. Sol de America are playing Libertad. They're not going to beat Libertad. For today's game, we've made a few changes. I think Machado has come in for Chan. I had made other changes that I moved back. We did pick up a couple of injuries during the week off. Casillas picked up an injury, so I was weary of him not being able to start. Jimenez picked up an injury as well. Other than that, I think it's the same team that we are putting out there for this game. Bulo is on the bench for possibly his last game under my management. I think we might put him on the transfer list and try and shift him, because I don't really think he's good enough. We're already in the Copa Libertadores for next season, but okay. All the lads, a bit of faith. I believe you can do it. All we have to do is not lose. And as I said, I don't think Libertad are going to lose their game against Sol de America. They could, which, wouldn't be FM if they didn't. If Sol de America didn't win their game 8 or 9-0 and get the full turnover of the goal difference, but, we'll just wait and see. I'm not going to worry about goal difference yet. It's not worth worrying. Oh, Yegros doing business bits, and then just puts it very, 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 very wide. Just, Perez with the throw. It stopped like everyone thought like it was a penalty, but it wasn't. And they've cleared our not so good corner. Where are our defenders? They've just kind of decided not to run towards the ball. Okay. Beautifully blocked by our left back. Was that Perez? I think that was Perez that blocked that shot. We're going to ask for a bit of creativity, because we've been a bit lackluster thus far. Gomez whips it across, gets cleared. Amarilla is there. Centurion. Big long ball. Yegros is going to get there to pick it up. Is going to pass to Gomez. Candia. Casillas. Perez and Casillas. Franco Perez gets the assist, even though I think it was their defender took it off his toe. But we'll see from the other side, because it was a bit difficult to see from the TV. Yeah, it was more just Perez went to take a shot and the defender got his foot in front of it. So Perez is quite lucky to have the assist there, it has to be said. We have moved him back to advance forward. Machado's come into play as a false 9 for this one. As I said, our strikers can either play at advance forward or false 9, nothing in between. They just, they're not great at anything else. Some of our strikers can only play advance forward, and that's it. A bit of encouragement. I noticed I'm far from pleased. Our right back and centre back they've nothing specific noted. Delightful. That's what you want to see. Candia is playing me. Yegros. Again, Yegros gets really involved in everything, but he doesn't do a whole lot when he's, involved. He just kind of runs around and goes, I'm doing things, and then that's about it, really. I think he's our captain as well, is he? It's just gone wide from the throw. We're almost an hour in. Not a whole lot really happening in the second half. An interesting cross, but didn't really come to anything. And it looks like the two teams in the relegation battle are both losing today. Independiente and General Diaz. Florentin just what managed to get rid of that. Perez passes it to Gomez. Gets it forward for Yegros. Machado gets a penalty. Who's going to be taking it? Machado. Machado steps up to take the penalty and slots it home. 2-0. 13 points behind Libertad. They're beating Sol de America. We haven't had any updates on scores that I've seen up here. So maybe it told us and I haven't noticed. But nonetheless, it's looking pretty comfortable for us. We're going to bring Chan on to play on the left. Amarella can come off for Garcia, but we're going to move Candia to there. We're going to move that and do this and make you a defend. Candia, you can be a ball playing defender. Yeah, just do it on cover. Why not? And I think we're going to take off. I'll bring Bulo. Bulo comes on for his final appearance. Possibly. Watch him stay forever. Watch him become the best right back at the club. Just forever. He's the only natural right back at the club, and he's not even the best. So, Florentin is a lot better than he is. And Libertad have just taken the lead in their game. So, we're guaranteed second. As I said, pretty much guaranteed it. But now it's a guaranteed. Libertad are going to just be short 100 points for the season. Quite unfortunate for them. And Ferreira just puts it wide. I'm going to give the lads a bit of praise. 3 minutes left. Perez gets it. Oh, I like what he was doing. The thought process there was quite good, but unfortunately it didn't come to anything. Weirdly, we've not been the one with more fouls. We've had one less foul than our opponents. We've also had more possession. Perez wins the ball. Can he shoot? Does, and the keeper manages to get a save to it. Gets a hand to it, pushes it behind the goal. Perez picks up the ball from deep. Garcia. Florentin. Perez. Garcia. Knocks it out to Gomez. Can't get the crossover. Doesn't matter. We've won the game. 2-0 on the night. We are officially in the Copa Libertadores group stage for next season. Performance was fantastic, lads. Well done. Good job. You've done exactly what was asked of you. General Diaz did get relegated. They 3-4 defeat to San Lorenzo, and I can't believe Two De Mayo managed to start scoring some points towards the end of the season after having such a poor season all season. Independiente, they did lose to Nacional, but it's enough for them to survive. Both teams lost every game at the end of the season. The last 5 games, all defeats, and Libertad, the only team to lose less than 10 games in the entire league. Wow. It's a competitive league, it seems. Casillas, man of the match. Superb. Well done. Again, Paraguay boss is spotted at the stadium. Finished second, which is delightful. And we got 198k for finishing second and gave the players 105. So we didn't make a whole lot of money from the league this year, but that is fine by me. I think, now I don't know what the story with the rest of the league is, but we'll come back when we have an awards thing to do. So player of the season, best 11, all that stuff. And we'll do the transfer roundup in the next episode. Be interesting to see what this director of football does, because we have a nice little bit of cash. Wage budget is decent as well. Let's see what colo-colo are up to. No, why not? Colo-colo. Still third in the league. Yeah. I think the season is finished. It is. So they beat Union Española. Final game of the season. 2-1. Yeah. Still haven't got a new manager. So, jokes on you. We got sacked, but we're better than you are. We can make it. We get to play them in the Copa. Oh, that would be nice. We can play them in the Copa Libertadores next season. Woo! Anyway, we will be back in the next episode for the award ceremony and the transfer roundup. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!